Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. And today I wanted to talk about some of the things I experienced this week through people's sessions and through my own experiences. And then I wanted to bring forth a transmission or a message that I received from a being that I've never interacted with before. So that'll be a surprise. And also Yeshua came through. So there's actually going to be two short messages today from two different beings, which I've never done before. So that should be interesting. So I first wanted to start talking about how I just kept getting the feeling that there is going to be some of the good parts of religion that will be retained as we move forward, and the corrupt parts of it are exposed. So I wanted to ask about that in today's message. And one thing I experienced was I was invited to a Christmas party at my sister's church, and it was a Tongan community, and that she's a part of, even though she's not Tongan. They just enjoy that because they are from Hawaii and they've moved here, and there's a big Tongan community, and they just like it there. They just feel comfortable. So we went to this Christmas party and we just had a great time, and it was so cool because there was really old people there. I met a woman who was in her 90s down to little, a few-month-old babies and teenagers, and everybody was just dancing together at the end. They did their traditional dances and they did a nativity, and it just had such a great vibration there. Even though it was at the Mormon church, which I feel like it's the top leaders that I feel are corrupted. But I think that there are some really great things about religion that people enjoy and don't want to lose. So I want to ask about that in today's channeled message. And I feel like part of those things are like community, goodwill, service to others, things like that I think we can still maintain those things as we move into paradigms of wider truth, I guess. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was when I was in meditation, I saw a pink light around the entire earth. And as I was feeling into this, I felt like it had something to do with the feminine light or the feminine energy that is coming onto the planet right now. So perhaps we'll get something about that. And then when I was in a session the day before the solstice, I was guided to go into Stonehenge with this person, and it was so beautiful. We were both just feeling so much emotion, and we just were guided to the middle of Stonehenge together, and we just set our intentions as we wanted to bring forth freedom, joy, unity, all these beautiful things that we would like to see expanding on the planet. And also releasing the suppression of the divine feminine was one of my intentions that I said as we were in this meditation together. And it was Yeshua, Buddha, Merlin, and this beautiful aqua blue green kind of dragon that came, and they stood at the four corners of the circle, and then the stones were around it, and it was just really amazing. So then in meditation, just by myself on a different day, it was very interesting. There was a deer in this meditation, and it was almost like I was laying down in the hay being cradled by this deer, and she was like licking my forehead, almost like giving me a cow lick, but a deer lick. And I was just like, what is this going on here? Because it was such a beautiful, blissful feeling. And I just heard, you are being held and cradled by the Divine Mother. So lots of feminine energy coming through this week. I also wanted to, at the end of this, draw a card for the solstice and share that with you. And another thing I saw was, I've seen this a couple times over the past few months, is a huge dove over the Middle East. And a dove, to me, always represents peace. So I do feel that peace is going to be coming there, hopefully soon. I'm never given exact timelines, but I do feel like peace is coming back to the Middle East. And then another thought that I kept having was that, a lot of people in the spiritual community, they don't want to celebrate Christmas because they feel it's a whole hijacked thing. And it could be, very well could be. But the message that I was getting is that Christmas is kind of an egregore. So if you want to look up what an egregore is, there's a lot of kind of different interpretations of what an egregore is, but basically it's something that is just fed a lot of energy by the thoughts and feelings and intentions of people, and it creates something. It could be a non-entity, an entity. So that's what I feel Christmas kind of has begun, like, because people put so much energy to it. It does have good aspects to it because there is a lot of joy around Christmas. So I wanted to ask about that, specifically Yeshua. I want to ask him about that. So we'll see what comes through today. Enjoy. Good evening. I come as a friend, and I come in peace, for it is peace that the world is truly yearning for after a long cycle of hardship. During my incarnation as Saint Francis of Assisi, I worked hard to bring my light to a dark world. There are some aspects of religion that I fell prey to, but I was also able to share my light with those around me, and many people within the religious systems are also able to do this. However, the time is soon coming when the fallen aspects of the institutions and power structures are going to be further uncovered, as all corruption and deception is coming to light. As the light increases upon your planet, it brings all darkness to the surface. Many will be in dismay as to their beloved churches falling to ruin. But remember the poets and troubadours who have said that the cracks are where the light gets in, and the wound is where the light enters the body. Many are experiencing a dark night of the soul. Many are going through their own crucible, so to speak. And I would add my own quote that all the darkness in the world cannot extinguish the light of a single candle. As those around you begin to become aware of the cracks in the foundations of their beliefs, be the light. Be a soft place for those who are suffering to land. It is through those who are workers of the light that unity can be restored and restoration becomes tangible. As Yeshua often comes forward with the dove as a sign of peace, I am also often depicted with the peace of the birds. And yes, there will be indeed peace after what is obstructing it is dismantled. This solstice brings the energies of harmony and balance with the divine feminine as she is being liberated at this time. There are certain areas where she is more suppressed than others, and these areas will indeed continue to see liberation as the dove of peace flies over the Middle East. The religious organizations that have held her down in horrific ways historically must be seen for what they are. For all things must come back into balance, peace, and harmony. Those of you who work with the light know this, and some are preparing for it by bringing forth deeper spiritual truths that will be found when those who are stung by the religious corruption begin to seek for deeper meaning in life. There are many beautiful things that can be fostered out of the ashes of the fall of these old systems as unity ensues and people yearn for community. And out of the ashes will rise a phoenix so bright that all will feel the flame of purification and rise into a new world of truth, justice, joy, and prosperity. The teachers of truth will step forward and bring forth their ancient wisdom through their connection with Source Creator. In fact, many will find themselves connecting more deeply with the Creator as the middlemen of religion are cut out. This is the direction in which humanity is moving, and it is the motion of sovereignty. There is a current of desire running through the earth's inhabitants that yearns for deeper truth as deception is seen and discarded. We of the heavenly realms are cheering you on at this time of great change and transition. Let the bells ring out as we move forward out of darkness and into the light. It is time to celebrate the light that touches and purifies all darkness and brings humanity together in love. And so it is. I am Saint Francis, he who shared my candle in a dark world. You too can be the one candle that brings your inextinguishable light. And so it is. Thank you for that beautiful message, St. Francis. And I feel like he was so appropriate of a being to come forward because he was, involved in the Catholic Church, and he was still able to bring light to a fallen paradigm. And I think that's maybe why he came forward, because this topic was wanting to come forward this week. So the next being that came through with a message was Yeshua, and this is what I heard as I typed out his words. Enjoy. I am he whom you know as Yeshua, and I come as the guiding star within the depths of your soul. This is the light of your own intuition. It is the light of the Great Spirit within you. I come so that the world may find peace and joy. As this peace and joy is a common sentiment and wish of many at this time of year, it has indeed created an egregore of sorts. When a lot of energy is put towards a thought, belief, or idea, it does become powerful. Although the date of my birth may be misconstrued, many have given energy to Christmas Day, and therefore it has become a powerful day of remembering me and honoring me in many circles. Yes, there is also much materialism, distraction, and unnecessary busyness. But I say unto you, be still and go within, and you will indeed find the joy and peace you seek as you connect with Spirit in your own way. As I have said, the calendar will be changing to 13 months. Many traditions may change as more truth comes to light. Have peace in your heart as you experience these many changes, and remember that you do not feel as if you are losing anything or giving up anything. You are merely transforming and creating new paradigms, new traditions, and even more unity. For let us not forget that religion has been the cause of much war and separation. As new truths come to light, new communities will form, and new ways of being in service to others will indeed present themselves. There is nothing to fear, only that to look forward to, with the flame of hope in your heart. I am the truth and the light, and I am the way. I do not teach by force, but by example. I walk the middle path, just as Buddha walks it. The Buddha light and the Christ light are one and the same. There are many traditions and truths that hold the Christ light, and it will be the bringing together of these truths upon the earth that will bring unity as the corruption and false teachings fall away. Nothing is lost, but that which is no longer serving you. There will be many celebrations and rejoicing as humanity begins to see with new eyes and becomes free of the shackles of the past. The shackles that held them back from the immense light and truth of who they truly are as magnificent, eternal beings of light and sons and daughters of the Most High. The Divine Mother is coming back into full expression so that she may guide you and love you as the Father guides and loves you. As you become more aware of her presence in your own spiritual life, this divine feminine presence will rise to be united with the masculine on earth as it is in heaven. The earth is lifting out of a veiled existence and remembering these truths. All forms of suppression will be seen and dismantled in divine time, and this process has indeed begun. You will begin to feel the presence of the Divine Mother more deeply, even within the cathedrals as it once was. Nothing can stop the light as the veil becomes thinner and thinner. The black arts being practiced by dark magicians are losing their power. There are too many angels in heaven and incarnated upon the earth, dismantling their spells and guarding the portals and stargates at this time. Many beautiful places of worship will be returned to the people as they are purified and transformed. The grids of Mother Earth are being sanctified. The ley lines are being activated with light. No longer will this energy be able to be siphoned and used by the fallen ones, for all is being restored back to its original glory. I will visit again with more on this topic, but for now, whatever tradition you celebrate and are drawn to, I wish for you all to set aside some time for solitude, away from the hustle and bustle, to listen to your own heart and connect with the realms of creation. For this is where you will hear truth and come back to your authentic self. And so it is. I am Yeshua, he who offers my love to all who receive it. Amen and amen. Thank you, Yeshua. Those were both just beautiful messages of how we're just getting rid of the corruption that is no longer serving us, and we can keep all that is true and good and loving and creates unity within us as we all just bring back the truth to earth and in its pure form. So I wanted to draw a card for the solstice because I believe that solstice portal is still open, and I was given a message from Spirit that we are kind of programmed to be super busy and with materialism and getting ready for everything. And it's almost as a distraction to the solstice energy, because the solstice energy truly is the energy of death and rebirth. And so go light a candle or do whatever you feel called to do to manifest your dreams and desires. Because I do feel like this particular solstice is very, very powerful. And I believe that it opened the day before the solstice or even earlier, and it will continue this week. So take advantage of that. I definitely could feel on the 20th, I was really feeling a lot of amazing, blissful energy. And I just kept feeling this energy coming in, and it just moved me to tears. I'm not sure what that was, but it was really powerful. So the card that I drew is from Earth Warriors Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And it's number 7, which is one of my favorite numbers. And it's called Lena. What must be shall be. You have beautiful dreams and inspired, bold ambitions. You are guided to believe that they are a natural expression of your soul, something that is meant to be. Life will support you in the expression of those dreams and ambitions, even in the moments where it seems to be a struggle rather than support that you are experiencing. The process for transformation into full maturity involves learning how to grow through light and through darkness back to the light again. And that was what St. Francis was talking about too. If you go back and listen to his transmission, that he talks a lot about moving from the darkness into the light. You will always find your way back to the light. Have faith in yourself and what must be. Dedicate yourself to love without hesitation. If you are experiencing loss or change, have faith. Sometimes things happen that seem to be working against us. It is only later that they show themselves to have been valuable ways by which we acquired the greater faith, courage, and determination that were necessary to the fulfillment of our purpose. Know that your destiny is unfolding and that you are moving through circumstances that are ultimately going to help you become your soul in fullness and splendor. Keep going. Everything happening in your life is helping you to fulfill your divine potential. Know that any darkness will give way to the light. Just as life and death are natural, so too is growth. It is natural for the caterpillar to become the butterfly. It is extraordinary to the point of being almost unbelievable, if we were to really think about it, but natural nonetheless. It is natural for the bones of the sacred cow to return to the earth, to give her minerals which, in turn, support new life. So it is meant to be that with human life there is loss that becomes part of what allows for something new to be vitalized. You are here to grow into all that you are. You are here to bring certain dreams to life in this world. They are meant to be healing dreams for a new world, because this is your nature, your innate soul way, just like the seemingly impossible journey of the butterfly, with sacred endings that support new beginnings. You too are moving through the cycle of life. Sometimes this can be confronting. To give up old ways or old identities and beliefs can seem frightening to the mind. Yet it is inspiring and exciting for the soul that yearns to blossom into fullness and cannot thrive when it is held back in fear. You may forget this momentarily and turn back from where you are headed out of confusion or concern. It may seem as though you are being asked to give up too much to secure your goals, or that you may wonder if it's foolish imagination rather than genuine soul purpose that is driving you forward. If you are a visionary with ideas that are not yet widely understood, but will help push humanity towards the new world, you may struggle more than most. In this case, you are asked to take leaps of faith and endure the endings inherent in evolution, whilst waiting for the new signs of life. You will have this asked of you because it is necessary for the process of creation, and most importantly, for you to have enough faith in your soul to handle it. To have faith in your own purpose, when it may sometimes feel like you are fighting a losing battle, takes a lot of heart. Great Spirit knows what you are up to, and it wants to remind you that you are not being foolish. You are following your destiny. Great Spirit wants you to accept that it can help you, that what you are pursuing is meant to be, and as you keep to your course, success will come. Allow the inner force that compels you forward to have its way. Do not fear the sometimes radical changes that take place as you evolve into your destiny. Any losses or endings along the way are essential for your fulfillment. Let the trust in life's goodwill and generous support of you be unconditional. Know you shall thrive. I love this card, and it really goes along well with the death and rebirth energies of the solstice. And I do believe that we are being rebirthed right now as the butterfly, and it's really an exciting time to be alive. So I hope you enjoyed these messages, and if you would like your own channeled message, energy readings, or energy healing, or all kinds of other services, please check out my website, redmountainshaman.com, to learn more. And if you go to my contact page, it will give you specific instructions on how to contact me to book a session. So I hope you all have a beautiful holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate, and that you can just feel into what is true for you as you shift and feel into what it is that you want to keep and what it is that you are deciding no longer serves you. So have a great week, and until next Sunday, take care. Sending you all love.